It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, brought to you by Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air Paramedics, The Trailer Ranch, Hewitt Messenger, and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to your Monday. A little bit different after daylight saving time, but temperatures this morning are not so bad. We've got numbers in the upper 30s. The skies are clear, and it's going to end up being a pretty nice day around the Ozarks. We do have a south breeze in the forecast this afternoon. Nothing too heavy, 5 to 10 miles an hour, and overall, it's looking like a nice one with afternoon temperatures in the mid 60s. So, a seasonal day, a beautiful fall forecast is what I have in store for you today. And if you're looking for some dry weather to get some outdoor projects done before the real winter temperatures start to settle into the Ozarks, this is looking like a great week to do so. In fact, a warming trend is going to be on our way. That's my big headline for you as we head into the new work week forecast. Conditions over the weekend were pretty nice. It felt a little bit chilly, though. Yesterday morning, we had that widespread frost all across the Ozarks. Believe it or not, I saw a couple of mosquitoes over the weekend. So I'm thinking the bugs might go away after some of that widespread frost that we had over the weekend forecast. We'll continue to watch a frontal boundary push through the region by the time we head into late this week. I don't have a whole lot of rain, though, in the forecast. In fact, overall, this forecast is looking very dry and sunny. I have high pressure in control today, expecting full sunshine across the forecast, and a warming trend is in store for us as we move through the next couple of days. In fact, as early as tomorrow, we could be back in the 70s. It does look a little bit breezy on Tuesday. South winds pick up a little bit. This is going to help increase our temperature. But the long range trend here in early November, because yes, it's November somehow, is to increase the temperature over the next couple of weeks and keep it a little bit warmer than average. We see that reflected in our 7-day forecast with high temperatures into the 70s. We'll see mostly sunny skies each and every day. Low temperatures, aside from this morning when we're in the 30s, I think are generally going to fall to the 40s. So, no more threat for frost or freeze. If you moved the sensitive plants indoors or covered them up over the weekend, you don't have to worry about that for the rest of the work week forecast. Low temperatures will be falling back into the mid 40s. Afternoon highs will generally be in the 70s starting tomorrow, lasting for the rest of the week. We also have very limited rain chances in this extended forecast. The outlook, when I look at some of the long range charts, are very warm. In fact, we have numbers that are well above average in the extended forecast all the way from November 9th through 15th. This also means that we shall see likely below normal precipitation through that same time range, the middle of November. So it's looking like a mild start to the month. We'll see what the second half of the month has in store for us. Not a whole lot of headlines across the country. Things are pretty calm overall. We do have strong winds and unsettled weather, though, for much of Montana. Atmospheric river conditions pushing off the Pacific Northwest. We also are seeing some seasonal conditions for much of the Midwest. We have our nice fall weather in place, and we're going to get to keep it for about a week or so. So, some good news in the extended outlook as well. All right, it's time for that Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister trivia question for the day. And the question that I left you with on Friday was about Halloween candy. What is the most commonly recommended number of candy pieces to hand out to each trick-or-treater on Halloween? This is a question I've always wondered because sometimes you just want to give the whole handful. The options were A, 1 piece, B, 2 to 3 pieces, C, 4 to 5 pieces, or D, a whole handful. And the answer is B, 2 to 3 pieces. That is, unless, however, you are one of those nice households that gives the king size candy bars. Then you just give one, right? Those are always the hit of the neighborhood, though. Congrats if B, 2 to 3 pieces was your guess. And I hope everyone had a happy Halloween and a nice, safe evening for trick or treat time. Kind of nice to have it fall on a Friday. That made things fun. All right, here's the trivia question that I have for you tomorrow. And it has to do with how much candy is sold through Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. Overall, what do you think it is? How much, what percentage of candy? Do you think it's 25%, 40%, 50%, or 65% of all candy sales? What do you think from Halloween all the way through Christmas. What percentage of candy in the United States is sold during that time frame? You can let me know your guess. That's at aroundtheozarks.com. Thanks so much for listening early this morning, and I sure hope you have a nice week. Thanks to our sponsors, Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air Paramedics, The Trailer Ranch, Hewitt Messenger, and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet. Have a great one. We'll chat again early tomorrow.